Hello students. So let us continue with our previous topic, that is applications in networking. So in our previous video we have already completed with the first application, that was the SMS. So let us continue with the further applications, that is the first which we are going to discuss today is the chatting. So I don't think so I should explain much about the chatting here. So chatting is nothing but it's a real-time communication between the two users with any kind of devices, with the handheld devices, maybe your laptop or maybe your mobile phones, or between the desktop computers, where usually at least two people are involved, or more than two people may be involved in the chatting process, where the user will type a message onto the screen, which will be immediately received by the recipient or the another user at the other end. Then the recipient I'm using the word because it actually refer to the destination user or at the other end. Okay, then the recipient can type a message in response to your message, which has been received instantaneously to the other user. So this is how exactly the chatting will be performed. Chatting is nothing but the exchanging of messages, maybe through might be the voice messages, or it might be the text messages. The messages may involve the graphics, okay, or any kind of the pictures or the images it may involve. Usually the exchange of information between the two recipients, where the first recipient will send he will type the text message and he may send it. At the other end, the other person may reply you back in response to your messages. So this process of exchanging the message is nothing but the chatting, which is a real-time communication between the two users. So let us move on to the next topic, that is the video conferencing. So here video conferencing is also, I hope you know what how the video conferencing will be held. Okay, a video conferencing is nothing but it's a live visual connection between two or more people. Okay, so usually video conferencing can be done in the mobile phones or the desktop computer systems or your laptop computer systems, where you are able to see the users at the other end, no matter they are residing in a separate location. Okay, for the purpose of having the communications, you may have the live sessions known as the video conferencing. So if you want to have the video conferencing, you need to have certain materials, you need to have certain things with you, so that you can have the video conferencing easily. So people should usually have the multimedia PC with the camera, and they should also have the video compression hardware which will come inbuilt in your desktop computers or laptop computers or your mobile devices. Plus they should also have an access to the internet. So why internet is needed? Because you people are geographically placed in a different location, so you're not into the you're not into the LAN connection, you're into the WAN connection, right? Different location means you need to have an internet connection in order to transmit your data. So you should have a multimedia PC with camera, you should have a video compression hardware which is already inbuilt, and you should have an internet access also. Plus you should have a video phone software. Usually the laptops comes within a software known as UCam. Okay, UCam, some different softwares also may come. So these kinds of software may help each other while talking, so that you can see each other. So this all process of kind of communication with a live session, this kind of communication we can call it as the video conferencing. Video conferencing allows the users to communicate with each other by by looking at each other. So in order to have the live session, and they should have certain things in order to have the video conferencing. So this is all about the video conferencing. Let us move on to the next topic, that is a Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi actually refers to the wireless fidelity. Okay, I'll show you a slide here. See here, Wi-Fi actually refers to the wireless fidelity. So this is 1 marks important questions you may expect in the examination. This Wi-Fi actually lets you to connect to the internet. Okay, I hope at home you will be having the Wi-Fi connection, right? So Wi-Fi is nothing but you will be having a device like this. I hope those who are having the Wi-Fi at your home, so this is your Wi-Fi device, which may be also called as a router. So usually when I was explaining about the router, some people may not technically they may understand, they may not practically understand, like router, they may think that somewhere else they have been placed. If you are having Wi-Fi at your home, then the device which you are providing you, facilitating the Wi-Fi itself, is that device itself is acting as a router for you. So this Wi-Fi, it is helping the users at home, in order to get connected to the internet connection. Suppose no matter you are in 1, 2 or 5 users at a home, you can share the Wi-Fi facility that allows you to connect to the internet without the direct line from your PC to the ISP. So PC means your personal computer to the internet service provider. Now what is this internet service provider? It's a kind of an organization that allows the users to connect the users at home to the internet connection. So you are not directly laying the cables right from your home to the ISP who is providing you the internet connection. Instead, you are using a device, okay, you are using a facility known as Wi-Fi connection that helps the users to connect to the internet wirelessly, okay, right from your computer system to the internet service provider. Your computer system right now, you are in the LAN connection. When your packets or the data move outside, then it is a LAN connection. You can see here. Think that this is a home. Okay, think that this is a home. In home there are 3 devices of Wi-Fi enabled, okay, Wi-Fi enabled. So this is the router or the Wi-Fi device that is helping you, providing you the Wi-Fi facility. Now look at here, what kind of signals we are using is the radio signal. So when I was explaining about the unguided media, that is wireless communication, we said that sometimes we are using the radio waves, sometimes we are using the microwaves. So which is that technology, or which is that technology that is using the radio waves in order to help you to connect to the internet? That is the Wi-Fi facility, okay. So one example I can give you, say at your home, maybe at hall you are having that Wi-Fi device, but still at another room also you'll be able to experiencing the internet connection. Why? It is all because of the radio signals, okay. While we are not using the infrared rays, when in case of radio signals, infrared doesn't have the ability to penetrate within the walls or something like that. Only within the same room it can act. But whereas in case of radio signals, they have the capability to penetrate the walls. Hence the Wi-Fi, throughout your home you will be able to experiencing the internet facility, but go outside the home you will not be able to experience the Wi-Fi facility. Why? Because these Wi-Fi is, it is only limited to the LAN area, that's local area network. Only to the certain limitation, to certain kilometers only it will be able to provide you the internet connections. But to have this Wi-Fi facility at your home, first you need certain 3 things you need. First thing is a broadband interconnection you need. You need to recharge with a broadband connection. That would be through your telephone. Landline phone is a must and should for this. So a broadband internet connection is a must, and then you should need a wireless router. That is this one. Okay, you need a wireless router that helps you to connect to the internet connection right from the wall to the PC. Wall is nothing but the ISP. Wall is given in your textbook. That is nothing but internet service provider to your computer system. That is a PC's personal computer. And also you need a laptop or the desktop computers, okay, with a wireless internet card. Obviously, which is a wireless internet card is your network interface card, that is NIC, or the Ethernet card, which already comes built in your computer system, or any external wireless adapter you need, so that it will detect that Wi-Fi facility in order to provide you the internet connection. Okay, so Wi-Fi actually stands for the wireless fidelity that helps you to connect to the internet. Okay, then if you want to have this experience this Wi-Fi facility, one thing you need to have is the internet connection, broadband internet connection, plus you needed this router, okay, that helps you to connect to the internet, plus you need a device, maybe it is a mobile device or the laptop or the desktop computer system that is capable of detecting the Wi-Fi facility by having a wireless internet card. It might be the NIC card, that is network interface card, or the Ethernet card. What is this Ethernet card? We have already discussed, right, in our previous video. Then one thing you should take care that whenever you are using the Wi-Fi facility, make sure that you are being connected to the security enabled Wi-Fi facility. See, sometimes it so happen that your mobile device may detect a open Wi-Fi network. Then what you will first try to get a login to that network, but If it is an open network, then automatically you will get connected to that Wi-Fi and you may start downloading the things, so that you may start watching the online videos or something, you may start downloading videos and all. But that is not at all safe, because whenever you are getting connected to the open Wi-Fi network, it is prone for the hackers to interrupt. Okay, they will interrupt your connection, they may steal your data which is there in your mobile phone. So that is why make sure that whenever you are using the Wi-Fi, okay, any Wi-Fi, you make sure that your network is being set up with the security enabled. Even at the home also, whenever you have the Wi-Fi facility, make sure that it is a security enabled. What is the security enabled in the sense? Suppose at your home or your neighbor's home is having the Wi-Fi facility, your mobile network will detect that network, and if you try to get logged into that network, it will ask one keyword, right? It will ask some password. That is nothing but the security enabled, because transmitting the computer data without wireless makes your data very much susceptible to the hackers. That means if your data is passing through the cables, it will be secure, because nobody would come and break the cables and then get your data. That may not happen. But if your data is wirelessly moving to the outside your LAN network, obviously it is more prone to the hackers to interrupt and steal your data. So always it is preferable to use the security enabled Wi-Fi facility. Next, moving on to the next one, it is the Wi-Fi hotspot. So here only in the Wi-Fi concept only, I would like to explain the next application is the Wi-Fi hotspot. So I hope all know about the hotspot. Suppose if your mobile device if it is having the internet connection and you want to share your internet to some other devices, maybe to your laptop you want to share, or to your desktop computer system you want to share, obviously you will turn the hotspot option in your mobile. This hotspot will provide the Wi-Fi facility for the computer system in order to connect. Please note the difference what I am telling. Wi-Fi and hotspot is a different terminology, but hotspot will allow the Wi-Fi to get connected to use by some other computer system. My device is having internet connection, I will on the hotspot into that. This hotspot connection will enable the Wi-Fi from my mobile in order to make the other mobiles to connect to my internet. So that's how I'm able to share the Wi-Fi facility to other devices by creating the hotspot. Okay, so hotspot is a venue that actually offers the Wi-Fi access. Usually Wi-Fi where you will be able to find in the public locations such as library, hotels, airtels. So Wi-Fi facility nowadays, it may be certain free based, or it might be fee based. I'm telling, it may be the free Wi-Fi you can experience, or it may be fee based wireless internet connection you may have. So usually the public can use any mobile device in order to connect the Wi-Fi hotspot, or mobile phone, or any other devices that help them to connect to the internet through the Wi-Fi hotspot they may use in order to connect to the Wi-Fi facility. So there are Wi-Fi hotspot thousands of locations around the world. Usually if you are going for the railway station, you may experience the Wi-Fi facility there. Yes, you are experiencing Wi-Fi facility. Some restaurants you may go into, there also you may experience the Wi-Fi facility. Nowadays, to attract the customers, they are providing the free Wi-Fi facilities. So I hope you are able to understand the difference between Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay. So let us move on to the next topic, that is the WiMAX. So the full form of WiMAX is Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. I will repeat, Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. So what is this? WiMAX is nothing but it is a wireless internet service designed to cover the wide geographical area by serving the large number of users at the low cost. That means WiMAX is another kind of means of connecting to the internet, so that it can cover the large geographical area in order to provide the internet services to the many user at the low cost. So this is why we have to study about the WiMAX. So you may be in dilemma. There are so many topics we are going to study. We are studying like Wi-Fi, hotspot, WiMAX. So all these are the different kinds of techniques that is helping the user to get connected to the internet. There is no only one way to get connected to the internet. You may go for the Wi-Fi facility, you may go for the broadband facility. Now what is it? Broadband facility is it is working based upon this WiMAX. If you are having the broadband connection, maybe if within your home you are using the Wi-Fi facility, but outside the home you are using the broadband facility, that is whatever you recharge with every day, 500 plan, 1000 plan at your home, so that you can receive the Wi-Fi, isn't it? So again, who is in turn providing you the broadband connection is actually the WiMAX. So there are different ways in order to connect to the internet. Now I can give you one applications of microwaves where we are using. Previously when I was discussing about the Wi-Fi, I gave an example of radio signals where they are used in the Wi-Fi. Okay, we are using the wireless communication of radio signals in order to have the Wi-Fi facility at home. Same way, here we are using the microwave links or the microwave waves in order to have the internet connection through the WiMAX. Okay, so this WiMAX, it is using the microwaves in order to provide the data services, means internet services to the user, whereas the Wi-Fi was providing or using the radio signals. So the main purpose of using the WiMAX is to cover the large geographical area to provide the internet connections or the voice connections to the user. Here you can see here. So this is if this office is having the broadband connection, within office there will be the Wi-Fi facility, but Wi-Fi facility means obviously you are accessing the internet connection. Your internet connection should have certain means to connect to the internet service provider. This is the internet service provider who is actually, this is an organization that is providing the internet connections between the ISP and the users. So there are different ways that is helping you to make a connection between your home and the ISP. One of this technique is the WiMAX. Okay, within your building I have Wi-Fi facility. As your data comes out of your LAN facility, it has to have the WiMAX facility. Through WiMAX only your internet, you are able to experience the internet connection. Now this WiMAX is making use of the microwaves in order to have the internet connection. This WiMAX base station, it is having the more capability. See, you can see here, it is covering huge geographical area. At the low cost, it is covering the huge number of customers, so that at the same time they can experience the internet connection. So this is the main purpose for using the that is WiMAX facility. Now let us see. WiMAX is a kind of a wireless digital communication. The data which are being exchanged between the WiMAX internet facility and through your home is a form of a digital communication system that provides a broadband wireless access. So I was telling, at a home you will be able to recharge with a broadband internet connection, but it will be at home it will be providing Wi-Fi. Outside, when your internet passes, so that would be the WiMAX. So WiMAX is nothing but it's a broadband wireless access, that is BWA. Now, how the WiMAX comparatively have the highest data speed? I said it can cover the huge geographical space, so that it can cover the huge number of users in order to provide the connection. So how much it may one base antenna, one WiMAX base antenna can cover almost about 30 miles. 30 miles, that means 50 kilometers, up to 50 kilometers geographical spread this WiMAX antenna can cover. Okay, for the fixed applications in the sense for the homes or the offices, up to 50 kilometer it can cover, and it can cover up to 3 to 10 miles. 3 to 10 miles means 5 to 15 kilometers for the mobile users. Why so less for the mobile users? Because mobiles are the portable devices, they keep on moving, right? So for such kinds of devices, hardly with the range of 5 to 15 kilometers it will provide the services. But in case of fixed houses, fixed offices, fixed location, if any organization is having the broadband internet connection, then WiMAX will be covering up to 50 kilometers. Now what is the data range? I'll give an example here. If the mobile user is within the base station antenna, that means now this antenna is covering these three organization, this is one office, this is a residence, and this is one hotspot, Wi-Fi hotspot, maybe some any restaurants or hotel something. So residence means obviously here they have shown I'm using the mobile phone. Okay, if the mobile phone is within the range of this antenna, isn't it, this antenna is covering your house, that means this mobile user is within the base station antenna, that is within the 3 to 10 miles range, then he may experience the data speed up to 75 megabits per second. Okay, so 75 megabits per second data transmission this mobile phone can experience, whereas in case of fixed applications like offices and homes and all, they may experience almost about 280 megabits per second, because their locations are fixed, they know to what range the data transfer rate should be provided, whereas the mobile will be moving, it's a portable device, so 75 megabits per second data experience you can have. So isn't it, it is providing more faster facility of data transmission, and its coverage is also. Now let us see here how exactly the WiMAX works. So it actually requires a tower called as the WiMAX base station. Look at here, so WiMAX base station, it requires a tower which is nothing but the WiMAX base station, or you can call it as antenna also, wherein this antenna is connected to the internet. Okay, so this internet is nothing but the ISP. Now what is this ISP, or the internet service provider? It's an organization that provides you the internet connection to the users. Okay, so this antenna is connected to the internet by using the standard wire high speed connection. So here cabling is being used, and the cables what they may use is the fiber optics. Okay, the data transfer between ISP and the antenna should be very fast enough. That is why they are using the fiber optics. And this WiMAX doesn't depend upon the cables to connect to the user. Okay, instead they are using the WiMAX link to establish the connection between the base station and the users or the customers. So WiMAX tower is making use of the microwave links to establish the connection to transfer the data between the antenna and the customers. Okay, and internet connectivity is being provided to the customers by using the microwave link between the tower and the endpoint. This particular endpoint is this particular unit is nothing but the WiMAX subscriber unit. Okay, the internet that has been provided by making use of the microwave links between this tower and the user, this unit is nothing but this particular unit is nothing called as the WiMAX subscriber unit. Now let us explain with one more slide. Here you can understand it clearly. So this here are the users. Okay, here are the users, and this is what is the ISP. Instead ISP is providing you the internet connection. Now these are all the WiMAX base station. So this WiMAX actually doesn't depend upon any kind of the cable. Instead it is using the microwave link in order to make the connection between the users and the base station or the antenna. Understood? So when the data has been sent, when the request has been sent by made by you from the home, your data is being collected in the form of microwave links which will be accepted by the antenna. Antenna, it may be directly connected to the ISP. Here it is not directly connected, instead it will pass that request to the next nearest base station. Now this base station is connected in turn to the ISP by using the cables here. Okay, that is by the using, and this is a high standard cable. Maybe it is using the fiber optics in order to provide you the connection. Now when the replies come, when the reply is being giving back, then the ISP will provide the data to this tower to this, and this base station to your home. Whatever it is making use of the microwave link. Okay, now here one more with a simple example. This is your microwave base station. Okay, see, you can see there is no any cabling connection. Instead they are using internet connectivity has been provided through the microwave link between the tower and the user endpoint. This process, this unit, okay, is called as the WiMAX subscriber unit. Okay, where it is using the microwave link in order to transmit the internet connection between the tower and the user. This unit is nothing but the WiMAX subscriber unit. I hope WiMAX how it is working, yeah, it is very much clear. Then what is the main reason for using this WiMAX is nothing but it's a single WiMAX base station. A single WiMAX base station can serve up to 100 users approximately. I'm telling it may serve up to the 100 users. Now with the latest maybe high gain antennas may serve so some more different kinds of more than 100 users also. And the implementation cost is very less, okay, and maintenance cost is also very less, and maybe they are used in the where in the case of the metropolitan cities and all, might because the data transfer rate with through the microwaves waves are very high. So just you should know that this WiMAX is nothing but it is a wireless digital communication system that provides you the broadband wireless connection. Why it has been used? Because it can cover the large geographical area, almost about the 30 miles if in case of fixed application. So you can experience almost 280 megabits per second, whereas in case of the for the mobile users it is providing covering miles is about 5 to 15 kilometers, that is 3 to 10 miles, and you can experience almost about 75 megabits per second. So these are the different kinds of Wi-Fi it is or WiMAX. These are the different kinds of technology that is helping you to get connected to the internet, but by using the different kinds of signals. So I hope all these concepts which we have discussed in this video are clear to you. Okay, so be safe. Okay, we will meet you in the further videos with a few more topics. Okay, till that, take care. Thank you.